Overbank. Extra for the player now.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Nokisweat channel.
Betting time.
And for this section, we'll try and throw a little bit on, try to throw light on our new strategy. And so, let's for starters, you observe the first three outcomes of the very first column. All right, so that was 766, and the dominant side was even. Okay, the even side was the dominant side. So from to start betting,
Bet goes go.
it starts after the very first outcome of the second column. Alright, so we lost that one. So we are placing our bet on the even now, and so even that means we go to player because this is odd. We lost the very first odd one because the odd was on the player side, and we played the player side and we lost it, and so we move on to our next bet, which is even. Alright, even, that's, you look at the last outcome. The last outcome was 9, and so we place the opposite of that because we want to place on the even side. It's looking good. Wonderful, and we clocked that one in. So we reset and we are placing odd, even, even. So we are placing odd, and it's odd, an odd outcome on the player side. So we continue placing odd on the player side. Okay. We are placing odd on the player side. So once again, you've observed the very first three outcomes.
Bet goes go.
Hello. Over there.
Natural light for player. One for bank. Player wins.
Okay.
One small game.
Lovely. So we are resetting again, and the first one is odd. This is even, so we place on the banker side.
Final bets.
So all you need to do is to observe the very first three outcomes: odd, even, even.
Bet goes go. Same for player. 4 for bank. Extra for bank. Player wins. 7/2.
Okay. So we lost it, and so now we are playing even, and so we place our bets on the banker side. We are playing the even side now.
Final seconds. Bets goes go. Pair of tens, Baccarat for player. 2 for bank. Double draw.
Okay, we lost it again.
2. Big game. Complex the race for place per side, but that's 11.
And so we are playing on the even side, and so we remain at the banker side, playing 40 units.
Final bets. Bets goes go. Stand for player. 5 for bank.
Okay, so we lost again, and so resets, placing bets on the odd side. So now we are placing the last bet was 40, so we place 80 here. All right, that's odd. This odd, so we continue placing our bets on that side.
3 for player. That's 7 for bank.
Alright,
For the
that's a
player.
tie. So we wait for 1 unit before we start placing our bets again.
You'll need to contact the live support regarding that. You can find them on, but I will also forward your message. Final bets. Bet close, good luck. 3 for the player. 4 for the bank. Extra for the player. Extra for the bank. Bank and wins 7 or 5. It's a big game. Complaints to an ace.
So placing an odd bet, we continue at the banker side because that's the odd. Alright.
Final bets.
That was 8.
Bets goes good. 6 for player. 2 for bank. Extra for the bank.
Okay, so we lost again, and so we ride on the even side.
Complaints to an ace. Betting time.
160 units.
Final bets. Bets close, good luck. 7 for player. 6 for
Beautiful,
bank.
we got that one.
7 over 6, small game. Complaints to an ace.
And so automatically we reset and start placing our bets on the very first one. That's odd. So we ride the blue because that's an odd number.
Final bets. Bets are close, good.
Beautiful.
Natural 9 for player.
So we maintain placing our bets on the
Player
player
wins,
side because that's an odd number and reset after a win. So we continue playing on the player side.
Support Jigster in a separate tab in the chat. Final bets. Bets are closed. Good luck. Baccarat for the player. 3 for the bank. Extra for the player now. Extra for the bank.
Alright, we won that.
11 2 over Baccarat. Big game. Complaints to nice.
And so we place our bet on banker because this is an even number we are playing for odd. So we place our bet on banker because the last outcome upon the reset we are supposed to play odd, and so we place our bets on the banker side.
Welcome, Gazelle. Bets closed. Good luck. Natural light for the player. 1 for the bank. Player.
Okay, we lost that, and so we move on to our next bet, playing our bet on the even side, right?
Betting times are yours.
So we ride with player.
Final bits. Bets are closed. Good luck. 2 for the player. Pair of sixes, 2 for bank. Double draw.
Okay, we lost that one.
Bank wins, so 6 over Baccarat. Big game, and also bank.
And so we ride with the new one because that's still odd. That's even. So we place 40 units here.
Final seconds.
Okay, we couldn't improve, so we reset and start placing our bet on the odd. And in this case, we are placing 8 units. So we place
7 over 1. It's a big
since
game.
that last outcome was odd, we ride with that, and that's the player side.
Final bits. Bet goes good.
Beautiful.
9 for player. Better faces 2 for bank. Player wins 9 over 2. Small game. Bank
and that lands us to 100 units in profit. Okay. Okay, that's the main balance in the account. It takes a little time for it to reflect down here. And so, like, let me just go over the strategy once again. You wait for the very last 3 outcomes. All right. The very first 3 outcomes of the very first column. Notice the sequence of even and odds. All right. Notice the sequence of even and odd. And what you're going to do is that on the new column, you start placing your bet there. You can start from the 4th outcome. Okay, you can start placing from the 4th outcome, but I prefer starting from the 2nd column. All right, so I've waited for the very first one. In this case, that was 2 player 1 with 2, and so I start placing my bet, and I was supposed to bet on odd. All right, players was an even side, and so I was supposed to bet an odd. I was a bet on the banker side, and I will have won this very first bet. Okay. Secondly, still immediately you win, you reset. You are playing odd, even. Okay, so I won here. I'll place odd here. This is what do you call it? Even banker. And so I would have played my bet on player, but I would have lost this hand. Okay, and so upon losing, you go on to the next one, which is even. So I would have bet here to have played a banker, but I would have lost it, and I would have lost this, but upon reset I would have won this particular one. All right, and so that's the way the strategy goes. You always look at the very first 3 outcomes, and then you use that to be a guide throughout the shoe. And so this another beautiful strategy you can practice, and please practice some more before you get to the table to play this particular strategy. So always try as much as possible to have some time of practice session, and let your practice section be a good guide or judgment to implement this game or this strategy on a live table or online, whichever place you play the game of Baccarat. So guys, I'll catch you up with another brand new one. We made 100 units in profit, and that's what we see up here. And so I'll catch you up with another brand new video. Take time to practice
Final bit.
and keep safe. Bye for now.